Everybody, quick blue screen real quick, but y'all can still hear me. Getting ready to bring y'all the Sofa League Daytona 500. I'm gonna see well, not 500, but maybe 50 laps here from the high banks of Daytona, starting out their racing league for the season. Glad been asked to help out with this. Uh, if you watched any kind of league racing from Heat 5 on YouTube or Twitch as we are here, a few of these names should be fairly familiar. Had elite precision had the point championship last season. Justin Shackett races with him, Celtics fan, Spank Racer. There's a lot of big names in here. We've got Mayor Coop out front in the 9 car. Hunty Wild, Trash in the 18 behind him. As they're already a little squirrely and squiggly here in Daytona. I think I got my boy Dougie up here with me.
Yep. How are we doing?
There he goes. Oh, it's the 8. Oh, boy. The 8 about took the field out right there. Oh, I forgot to invite you in there, Dougie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let me see how good they can do. Oh, just go through the Twitch. Yeah, there's
I have
Sofa
to
Racing League
open
on
it
Twitch.
to...
There's not that big of a delay on Twitch, anyway. Or do you even have Twitch?
Okay. Okay. Well, I don't... I do have the actual Twitch itself. I don't have the app on the PlayStation.
They are lined up on the inside. Coop getting a big push from Hunting. 4 got left out dry there. Just a Shackett in the 8, few cars back. Just got done calling a race with him in it and Giggity not too long ago. Probably your dad is in this race too. It's a lot of carryover names here.
Wait, my dad's in this race?
Probably your dad. As they're starting to get single file here. If they get single file here for a good little while, I might hop out, send Dougie an invite, and hop back in. As that's exactly what it looks like they're doing. It's going to be like a real broadcast with a commercial break. Oh, Meatball, Big Meat. He's in the field. T-Bird also in the field.
I've heard he does have big meat.
Shadowhawk in the field. Okay, so
There's
all
way
right.
too many familiar faces out there.
Yeah, no, I wanted to talk about drivers I ain't never seen before. Not really. That's not what I want to do at all.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do it. I probably wouldn't help out. That'd be a boring broadcast to watch.
They're starting to get single file. We're gonna take. Well, Mary Coop takes it to the outside as soon as I say that. They're starting to get a little dicey behind them. Oh, big crash in turn 3. As that brings out the caution, I'm fairly certain of it. No, Hunty and Mary Coop still out front riding. That's gonna throw a monkey wrench at a lot of drivers' plans right there. I couldn't tell if that was lag or if somebody getting loose. As 11's gonna make his way up under the bumper of that 12 car right there. He said he wanted that spot right there. Holy crap. Yes, they're starting a single file on the back stretch again. Still got, oh, 11 takes the run to the outside with no help behind him. Not going to go far doing that. This lead group has about 8 or so cars in it still running together. As the 8 got hung out to dry right there. Had the run coming through the trial, but yep, they're starting to single file it out again. We're going to take a quick break. We're not going anywhere. I'm going to get my boy Dougie an invite real quick. Go get you a soda and sit on your sofa. And get back into the action here very shortly. Invite. Alright, he's got his invite, and we're about to take you back to the track.
Yay! I can see what you guys are watching.
Definitely apologize for that. But
Freaking
that happens.
rookies and their mistakes.
I was told I don't have to stay on top of my language for these broadcasts, so shit happens. But alright, and we didn't miss much because they're still single file. That commercial was brought to you by NASCAR Heat 5.
We need to fix our game.
704. It's a broken game. Alright,
As
7.
I have now gained a visual from Charlotte. See Mayor Coop out there, he's out front in that 9 car. Didn't he just win the championship back in Phoenix?
I
Luck
think
went into
so.
that car. We don't need that number in victory lane anymore. Switched up a little bit. That mighty fine looking there 12 car there back there, you know what I'm saying?
Mr. Peanut looking pretty strong in that 88 car as well. Who is an 88? Oh, that's probably your dad. I mean, it's not my dad, it's probably your dad, but.
As you see Hunty and Mayor Coop get shuffled to the back.
Ooh, that 8 keeps getting a little swirly off the corners.
Oh, yeah, the organized shelf there is trying to keep the shelf balanced as they get swirly.
I think we're coming down to the end of the stage here because they just went from single file to spread out across every lane in an instant. So,
Yeah, and you see in what one lap's time does here at Daytona, Mayor Coop back out front once again.
he left his buddy Hunty back there in the back, but Justin Shackett moving down to the inside, trying to get the lead back. Nobody gonna go up there and help the 9.
Yeah.
Shackett a little wobbly, made the 14 come off his
slides
bumper.
up. 8 car is gonna lead it this time by.
Going into 1.
Oh, 12 car.
The 12 car threw it back down to the inside. Make sure he could get in line. What I'm noticing so far, though,
getting stuck out there solo. 12 and the 9 looking to come with.
what I'm noticing
They're
so far
come
is
out of 4, looking to drag race to the line. No, they dump them back up out of the way. The 11 to the back.
whoever gets stuck behind that 8 car Usually,
And that 8 car,
it gets a little wobbly through the corners, and it accidentally cuts the nose off the person behind him, it looks like, and it shuffles them out to the outside. That's what I've seen and noticed so far. They've single filed it back up on the back stretch. I wonder if any cars are going to try to make a gap right here to get the run off of the corner. No, they're staying pretty tight on the inside. 7 cars still up here. They're coming up on a lap traffic car.
try to figure out who that is there.
They definitely probably got caught up in one of the earlier accidents of the stage. It's pretty calm behind Justin Shackett right now. And the 8 caught the apron a little bit, went up, manages to stay in front of the 88. Got 3 8s out front, the 8 and the 88.
That car in front there is Big Daddy in the 2.
Let's see if they can make it by this car easily. As Mary Coop goes up high and drops back in behind the rest of these cars. They're moving up quick on this 2 car. Is he going to pull up? Yes.
You got the 4 cars shortly ahead of him as well.
2 cars does pull up and move out of the way there. Great, respectful move right there. He's going to try to tag on and catch this giraffe. Try to make sure he will be the lucky dog for the... I think they're stages, I'm not sure. Yeah, who runs a race without stages these days? Shackett's still out front leading. Oh, as the 14 shuffles up, takes the 11 to the outside with him. Look like caught the apron right there. The 4 in front of this lead group.
Yeah, catching the 4 right here as they start the front stretch.
He's going to pull up out the way too. Big respect move right there as well. So the battle for the lucky dog will be between him and that 2 car.
Big Daddy there. Yeah, see, you look at the list of the names in this field and you would hope and have confidence that you won't have to worry about any terrible racing etiquette like that, especially at a plate track like this. Long race.
Looking back from the leader, anytime somebody goes to that outside, nobody wants to go with them. And I think we might be coming to the... Nope. I heard the crowd cheering in the background. Either somebody's passing for the lead or they're coming to the end of the stage usually when that happens, but neither one was going on there. As Coop keeps going to the outside, wanting somebody to go with him, begging for help out there.
Not getting much.
Not at all.
In fact, he ain't getting any.
Yeah, you might as well hold a can that says spare change, please.
Fiery take.
And we have a few cars on pit road, the 3, the 48. This may be a completely green race. Because if it's only a 50-lap race, I think there would have been a stage by now. Who knows?
It's 100 laps.
Oh, it's 100?
That's what the lobby's set to.
On their website it said 50.
Somebody might want to tell them that. Hunty, you and your DP might want to hear this.
These front 4 are nose to tail, sniffing each other's asses, hoping to make sure they stay up front.
Front 6.
I can only see 4 on that view. I was looking at it from the top.
10-4 rubber ducky. Let's go on board with Shackett. See what kind of line he's holding here in the corners.
Here, well, the past few laps, it has been a much more consistent line.
Seems like it's got a calm stroke to it. It's that stroke.
Mayor looking to the outside every time, like somebody, please, please, goes outside, please.
And it's a good thing y'all are watching this off of my partner's hereby screen, because if you were looking at mine, you would probably never watch something like this again. We got cars jolting forward and then backwards repeatedly, also known as lagging. Lagging is a common occurrence in my life,
I used to be right there with you though.
and it makes me hate it here.
I used to be called Laggy D for a while there. So.
And then I took over that title.
As these top six got a little shuffled up right there. The 88 looked to go under the 8, I believe, and didn't quite have enough room. As we got a second line of cars formed up now. On the other side of the track, after pitting, I'm sure, led by the 21 car.
Oh, is 4 of the 6 tag off.
And we got pit stops for the leader starting to happen.
That'll be interesting how it leaves the Shelf and Shackett here. 4 to 2. You're going to think that the group that just pulled down pit road's going to have the advantage.
Yeah, I think they were in cahoots to leave Shackett out to dry there. As the second line goes by right there.
More than likely, may have had some communication on the part of that.
This second line is organized, though, and moving, so any time that they've lost early on from that wreck, they've been pretty efficient in making sure they don't lose even more time. Ooh, looks like somebody in this group is lagging just a tad bit. As I heard some sheet metal grinding and a little jolt from another car out of that.
Mayor Coop is spaced out away from the other in the pack. Big Meat has caught him.
So they might have taken 2 tires or no tires there?
Yeah, there may have been a little bit of team strategy going on here. As you see, the 24 and 9 car have a slight advantage.
And they're coming up
by about 50 car lengths.
And they're coming up on Justin Shackett and the Shelf right here.
Yep, Shelf gets by clean, Shackett gets by clean. Those two will likely tag along with the 18 and the 14, who slowly creep up to their bumpers behind these two front cars.
So after pit stops, it cycles out to where the 2 Hendrick cars are out front, the 24 and the 9, followed by, for the time being, Justin Shackett and Shelf back there with him. As we have the other line of cars
and Big Meat.
The other line of cars is currently coming off of pit road. T-Bird is in this group in the 53.
We got a lap car in the middle. Of these
3 wide on the backstretch.
Leaders here. Probably the 88 on the outside. He is a lapped car.
No, he's not. He was with that group. He's been there.
Oh, he's not? Okay.
Yeah. This is all.
So they definitely had somebody with a lag spike or something in there, because those 5 cars were somehow separated in a 2-1-2 situation.
Or it could have just been differences on getting on pit road and pit crew times. But these are the same exact cars These are the same exact cars out front.
As you see Shackett dropping off the back.
Oof.
Just gets freight trained too heavily there, and it's gonna cost him a draft, maybe?
No.
I think he's gonna stick along. Yes, so he catches the 11's bumper once again.
Boy, they get
As the
snaky off the corner.
24 is probably in his spotter's ear right now, as he's got a mouthful behind him.
Probably
One,
weird.
2, 3. 7 lead cars, one by one by one by one by one by one.
You can say single file.
No, we gotta put detail out here. You might be on your sofas watching this, but
Ooh,
we're in
18
the
catches
lab
the apron,
cooking
shuffles
up
up.
this.
11 car gets by on the inside. Got a push from the 8 and the 88, and that snaked up real fast again. Boy, that's one thing I can't stand about these plate tracks is a lot of people don't like to create that gap in the corner with the car in front of you. So when anything happens to that front car, it just snakes. It's a chain reaction throughout the whole line, just snakes the whole group, and a lot of times somebody will get the shit into the stick and go into the wall.
Yeah, I'm a lot of people.
It's me, I'm bitches.
Wow, that's Hunty.
No, Hunty's trash.
Trash?
Trash. As Big
But
Meat,
he
his
makes PBs all the time.
Big Meat, his giggity teammate, is out front. With the 9 car right there on his bumper. Check on that other line of cars, see how that's doing for me.
D?
Huh?
Are you sure you're still alive?
Yes.
Alright, cool. Well,
It
I
says,
had to switch the stream to my phone because my viewing is lagging way too hard for me to give an accurate play-by-play on this. So, for the sake of everyone else,
it's like, but are those, is that second line of cars,
let me try to see. Alright, that 21 is the leader of that line, I believe. There are 5
okay.
cars,
I
6
got it.
together.
I got it set up now where all I gotta do is hit one button to swap lines. So.
Yeah, the way that the car's set up,
Mm-hmm.
that works out.
PlayStation doing something right for once. As this lead group is.
It is about time, too.
This lead group has a half a lap of lead on the second group.
And on that note, we're getting off of 704s.
And again, they're getting single file out. 6 cars in one line, 7 in the other. Probably won't see a huge pack again like we saw earlier until a restart. Oh, goodness. And this other line is, it's a little less organized now, but as we see the 2 back cars from it going to make a pass, and they're 3 wide on the backstretch, the 2, the 4, and the 53, 10 following the 4 through there. So instead of staying lined up single file trying to make time, they're battling for spots as the 20 and the 2 go around. So that's doing nothing but costing them cars even more time.
An
As
unfortunate
there's a
happening. You're already behind the 8 ball as it is, and then get yourselves a decent sized group, work back together, try to pick up some ground, and tragedy strikes again as you get passed by even more cars that were even farther behind now.
something happened at the front of this field. Oh, that was the end of the stage there. Okay.
So there are stages as well. Isn't that just splendid?
Okay, well, the 24 may not have been on the lead lap right there.
Huh?
The 24 may have been the end of the lead lap in front of this line. Huh. That's interesting.
Interesting.
Because as it got to the line, the 24 kept going. The rest of them were able to check up. So if that's the case, that'll make I want to say the 11 car stage winner. Hmm. It might have been the 9 car stage winner. Yeah, I was right. The 24 was at the tail end of the lead lap. As we're
Interesting.
going back under green, immediately pulling down to the inside of the 11 car as they're probably about to try to go single file for 30 more laps here. Please don't. Oh, this is a wobbly little group getting up to speed here. And this inside line has gotten the early edge on the outside line. 24 is wobbling on the back stretch right there. Holy crap. See why he may have been a lap down now. As yep, it's getting single file very quickly here. Only one car left on the outside. And they've done it. They've gone single file. Oh. Problems back here with Justin Shackett. And the 48 to 20. Oh, a little few issues right there. They've got enough in this little second line to stay with that lead group, I'm thinking. As we got a battle up front for the lead. Mayor Coop in the 9 with the 10 hot on him, trying to get by the 11 and the 88 and the 18 on the inside, but with only 3 cars, it's not going to go very far, as they will end up going back to the end of this line. Can they pull down back in line before that second line gets there? It looks like they should have room to. Organized shelf out front, followed by probably your dad, not mine. Hunty Wild in the 18. The Kentucky Colonel in the 14 was fourth, got shuffled up out of the bottom line, got passed by Big Meat right there. And Big Daddy in the 2 is right behind them, I believe. So we have probably your dad and Big Daddy out here tonight.
Look at that long line of cars.
Honestly, it's rather gorgeous.
It is.
Oh man, the 12 and the 8 had a run coming at the end of that straightaway, but the 10 was on the outside by himself with nowhere to go and pretty much stopped that momentum. As Mary Coop went from the lead at the start of this stage back to the tail end of this line here. 24 Big Meat looking under the 18. The door was shut. Get out of my room. It's probably what the trash was telling him. As 12 moves up the track, I think he did that to avoid a... Whoa, boy. It got hairy right there. Into that corner. But they managed to work it out for the most part. The 48, a little off the pace. Just like it was all season in real life last year. Alright, we got this one line right here is moving pretty efficiently. A few cars riding by themselves now. T-Bird out by themselves. Shadowhawk as well. The 12 and the 10 behind this main line, trying to do anything they can to get back up to them. Coop dropped off by himself now. Wait, or is that just another... No, yeah, that's America. 3 with a run up to the 2's bumper. Keeps it there. Doesn't take the move to the outside. Yeah, one thing I'm noticing with all these drivers is they're kind of running this restrictor plate backwards. They're leaving gaps on the straightaways, and then as soon as they get to the corner, get nose to tail, which is the exact opposite of how you want to run these tracks. You're eating up your tires if you do that, riding somebody's tail through the corner. And it just causes a lot of issues. If somebody catches the apron, you're going to see a whole line of cars just snake. And I don't know. I'm a big advocate of just a slight little burp heading into the corner to make that gap. So that way, coming off of the corner, you'll have a run on the car in front of you. Instead of being glued to their bumper. Who'd have thought that's how draft works? There, Dougie?
You wouldn't think that, would be a problem, but no. It's a rather common occurrence. It really is.
Just like that right there, that happened to Hunty. As I swapped to him, that 3 caught the apron right there in front of him, and it kind of chopped the nose off. These bumpers aren't square. They're not flush with each other. So,
right.
If somebody wiggles and you're on their ass, it's gonna it's gonna upset your car. Again, they are brown nosing through the corners. I'm waiting for calamity to happen here. The only time I'm ever wanting to be nose to tail with a car is on the straightaway when you're not having to turn the wheel. Oh, look at that. I think they may be listening in. I'm starting to see gaps in the corners. Look at Hunty right here, building that gap going in. Follow along from his hood.
If you're out there listening, please take note.
See? Exactly as I was mentioning right there. Hunty Wild is playing it smart now. Leaving a little gap right there between him and that 3 car. Because I'm going to walk you through this lap right here. If you can leave the gap. The car behind him that didn't want to cooperate with him to get that message as the 4 moves on by with the 24. That's just not knowing how to drive a plate track from the guys behind him, honestly. As they're going to take the run to the outside at the end of the straightaway, which does not usually work. You want to get the run at the beginning of the straightaway so you can beat them into the corner. A broadcaster shouldn't have to teach you guys how to run restrictor plates. Ooh, Shaggy thought they even shot at the track just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to try to find a car that's doing what I'm talking about here. It's going to be hard, but... Ooh, a meatball into the wall. Further back. I'm not sure what had happened to him there. Alright, right here. Follow along with the hood of the two. On the straightaway, he's right here on the bumper, which is really where you want to be on the straightaway as cars are going straight. Right there is when I would lift. Make that gap going into the corner so you have room if the car in front of you slows up. And at the end of the corner, normally right there you'd see, you'd be getting a draft pull from the car in front of you. You could take the run to the outside if you have help. And I think we got the 18 car out front. Is that Trash himself out front? No, that's a different line of cars. He's trying to get them back together. Alright, see right here. The 3. Once again, we're watching. He's got the gap going through the corner right here. I'm not sure he had the help from behind. Yeah, there wasn't much going on behind him that he could get help. Or that could have helped him, so. That 3 looks below the 88. He will get by for second. 11 car out front. 4 car on the outside. Had a run. No one wanted to go with him, though. He drops it back down in front of the 14. This lead group of 7 is all over the track back and forth. They're single file into turn 3. Justin Shackett, a little wobbly, getting into the corner. Lets the 88 get up underneath him and move on by. The 4 going to take the run mid straightaway, front stretch. You can make that work, but as you'll see right here in the corner, oh, they're going to leave these front 2 out to dry on bottom. If they can get this line organized, oh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking.
You hate to see it.
As that brings out our first caution.
For sure, yellow.
Alright, this has been a interesting stage 2.
What? Indeed they did. Indeed they did.
Alright, getting ready to go back green here. As we got the 88 out front with the 4 on the outside. Back underway. We'll see how long this group of cars can stay together on one line. The 88, the 11 immediately looks to get to the bottom line once again. Jacket wobbly going into the corner. Common occurrence here so far this race. And as you can see, when it's a fight to get to the bottom line so quick, that outside line just goes nowhere. But if you can keep cars on the outside in line, it keeps it, 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 it keeps the bottom line from running away so fast, which I wish people would recognize that as soon as they get to the line for lap one after this restart, they are single file. All right, let's 11 tucks it back in behind the 21 right there. And it gets snaky right there on the straightaway because they're nose to tail. Boy, there is not a lot of give going on right here in this race. A lot of take is what I'm seeing. And that all the take that this line is doing is taking the 20 car out of the race because he gets snaked out usually every time. As this 24 gets hung out to dry here. 9 cars he's gonna fall in behind the 9 car at the back of this line. The 12 car went up, looked like to throw a block for no reason. Not sure what that was. The 12 looks to go outside with no help behind him, so he's just gonna make. Oh, that inside line slowed up a lot for some reason. Now he has help behind him. 11 goes back down, catches the apron, back up in front of the 12. Outside is moving, but everyone ducked back to. Nope, here they come on the outside. Nope, they decided to wait too late to go with him. He definitely had a run there, but everyone just left him and ended up costing him spots. You can tell this is a group of guys that think the only way to run these tracks is the bottom, apparently. Which is rather unfortunate because riding along with the 12, looking on from his bumper, he slips up a little bit. He's going to have a run on this 48 who has been wobbly as well himself today. Alright, if I'm the 12, what I'm doing right here is exactly what that 48 did right there. He lifted to get that gap in the corner. You get a run back to the car in front of you, but instead of going to the outside, it checked up the line in front behind him. Monty Wild with a run going into 3. He's going to follow this outside line. It's going to make a move, but he catches the wall and it's going to end up hurting him. Alright, they're starting to get the idea of what to do here. It's just going to take more people to commit to it than just the 4 they got out there. Because this inside line is very, very wobbly right now. And at Daytona, that's one thing you got to worry about as well. It's a narrower track. If that line on bottom catches that apron and comes up, it could ruin the day for a lot of folks on the outside line. There's 3 wide at the back of this line, single file up front. Guess we got the 11 below the apron, unsurprisingly. It's almost Video game mimics reality. He did not take the spot away, though, while under the line. What I'm noticing is a lot of these guys aren't being very patient while running together like this. They're wanting to get these spots now. And the 21 moved up high at the end to straightaway, which obviously hurt him more than helped him because no one went with him. Now the 48 right here is going to have a run to the 11. Gets to his bumper, gives him a push. Can Shackett hold his line and keep that momentum going? No, he can't. Slips up, goes back down. They've got a little gap on this 2 car now. Coming down the straightaway. Big push coming from the 8 and this 11. Oh, and it got squirrely again. Forces cars up. And that 9 car fought his way back to the bottom there in front of the 12. I would not have been very happy with that 9 car right there. But, you gotta do what you gotta do, apparently. And we see him go single file again. Great move by the 48 to get under that 8 of Justin Shackett there to the corner. He had just enough width to get by, and he made it stick. As the 48's probably going to take this run to the outside at the end of the straightaway. Look at him, he does. 1 car goes with him. And 2 cars further back, Hunty and Big Meat, they had the right idea, but they may have been too far back to get anything going out of that. As the 48 gets directly back down again. I wish I was in this race. Alright, let's get on the hood of this 12. Let's see what he does at the end of this straightaway right here. Oh, it's getting weird in front of him. As he did not check up at all going into that corner, even though they were pretty slow in front of him. Went straight to the bumper of the 48. Oh, the 11! Okay, that was the end of the stage right there, I guess. Okay. So, who got your stage win here? Probably your dad will take the stage win. Followed by the Kentucky Colonel, the 48 Major Spy, I believe. And then that 12 car, yeah, Major Spy and the 48. The 12 car, oh, Dope Randy. Got 5th there. We can see the intensity starting to pick up a little bit here. Let's see if it continues into stage 3. As we got Big Meat and probably your dad leading them down to green. Let's see how many people jump to that bottom line as quick as they can. Alright, they're staying up there up top this time. A little more. Oh, 24 got wobbly in front of this 88. Got him to the wall and slowed up this whole pack as they're wrecking off of 2. No caution. That's what you hate to see. As immediately they get shuffled up on this restart. The 24 may be lagging up front a little bit. I really can't tell. Or it could be everybody's just pushing so hard into the corner what that 21 car did right there, Shadowhawk, is exactly, well, unless he takes this run to the outside on the straightaway. If I'm the 21, I'm checking up, leaving that gap between me and the 11 right there, letting these guys behind me get to my bumper, so that way they can push me into the draft from the car in front of me to go by, exiting the corner, and carry the momentum down the straightaway. But that's not what anyone's doing. It's really disappointing to see. And with the talent that's actually in this field, well, 14 got below the line there and tried to bully his way back onto the track. Oh, we got a battle for the lead, though. The 48 on the outside, trying to get something done. Looking back from the leader, Big Meat. I think the outside lane just lost momentum. But the leader pulls up to the outside to try to pull up this outside line. Gives up the lead and second and third. As soon as they saw him pull up, everybody went back to the bottom. Or it may have been someone told the 24 he might have been lagging a little bit and he was moving up out of the way. If that's the case, big respect to that move. As you got the 2-car Big Daddy out front now. Again, a little snaky and wiggly off the corners. 24 pulls out of the line to try to get this run going. 21 goes up and blocks it. 24 drops down in front of... Oh, he crossed him up. Broke his ankles right there.
A little switcheroo action.
Yeah, the 2 loves to see it in front of the 2's. Gonna get stuck in the middle trying to block the lines. Here come the 48 and the 9 on the outside. They've got the run. 10's gonna go with the 2 in the middle. It's gonna be 3 wide. 48 clears the 24, drops down in front of him, leaves his help out to dry on the outside. Boy, everybody's racing like dickheads out here. That was probably the most exciting part of the race we've seen so far.
Most action we've seen, besides from our couple cautions.
I thought they were actually going to start racing this restrictor plate track.
Yeah, we were waiting for our effort, boys, and it never showed. Where is it at?
Oh, they're getting... They got a little wild on the front stretch there. As we see this 20 car moved his way up into the top 5. He's been kind of getting snaked out of the way so far, and he's looking to capitalize on it here a little late. As we got 2 Hendrick cars out front, Major Spot and Big Meat with Hunty running third. Glad to see him has worked his way back up there as well. 48 goes high. No help. There wasn't even a line to block up there either. I'm not sure what happened, as Dougie is in a windstorm.
Bad. Sometimes you have to exhale.
Yeah. Alright, this 18 is a prime opportunity to learn, or to... Alright, you see that gap he's got right there, y'all? He had it. He didn't have enough of a run coming off the corner, though, so he stayed behind him. Smart move. He just lost a lot of spots if he wanted to pull out there. Behind him, they're snaking. Hunty lifts to get that gap in the corner. Oh, the 24 catches the apron, moves up the track in front of him. 18 to the front, new leader, Hunty Wild. As the 2 takes a 3 wide for third. And that puts the 24 and the 9 into the wall and onto the apron. As the 11. Ooh, I'm not sure if he got forced below the line there, but he definitely made the pass below the line. As that took this lead pack of cars from about 10, 11 deep to only 5 or 6 now. I want to say there's 3 separate groups of cars now. Yeah. We got a pack of 5 at the tail going into 3 and 4. We got this lead group of 6 cars in the tri-oval. And then we got this middle group of 4 cars just crossing the line. Alright, so we got three different groups out here. This front line is making the best time right now. They're pulling away from both of those groups. 18 gonna get a shove into the corner from the 11. Keeps it on his bumper. They're staying in line for the moment. Oh! Yeah, something happened right there. I think they snaked and it sent some folks up the track, and oh, that takes out Shadowhawk in the 21. As this front group has even fewer cars now. 3 cars out front. There's a 2-car tandem behind them trying to get to them. Not sure if they'll have the... Oh, they're coming. They are coming, it looks like. It's 18 and 11 and the 14 out front trying to work together, maintain this lead over the next few cars. But the 2 and the 10 are both there, so we got a 5-car group out front once again. Then we got 4 cars led by Mayor Coop and Big Meat. Oh, the Hendrick cars, followed by that 20. In the middle group trying to work together and make up time on this lead pack. And then this back group, we've got the 88. Probably your dad leading. T-Bird, Justin Shackett, Dope Brandy, all around. And that is definitely the group that looks the most squiggly and unstable. Shadowhawk, unfortunately, out here all by himself. Hunty leading this first group around, and they are starting to pull away from that next group. As we are in the third stage. Been an interesting race so far. Whole lot of take and not a lot of give. That's exactly what's caused these cars to get split up like this. And it might be every man for themselves here at this point. Master of Light hopped in the chat. Said hello.
Hi there, bud.
Guys, I think we got 5 viewers out there with us right now watching. Shout out to them. Alright. This front 5 pretty tame at the moment. Oh, as these next two groups have lined up and got a super line of cars now. If they can stay together, they will catch this first group. But that's the only thing. It's staying together, keeping these cars in line the best they can, not snaking, not bumper cutting. If you see somebody get up the track a little bit in front of you, lift just a second, let them get back down. It'll help the greater good if you're trying to get back to this front pack. Yeah, we got 9 cars in the second group now, actually. It's led by Mayor Coop and Big Meat, and they are starting to pick up ground on these leaders. They're opposite ends of the tri-oval at the moment. Staying in line. Line looks a little more uniform right now. T-Bird gets pushed up out of the way a little bit. They'll probably shuffle him back to the back of the line here. No, the 88 did try to lift to let him in, it looked like, but he didn't get the message. Oh, as we got a call on pit road. I'm not sure if he's there permanently or not, but he's exiting now, so pit stops are about to begin. Line of cars going by right here. They make it by clean. This front group needs to start. Well, that other group's still a good ways back. I'm not sure if the second group might not be staying compact enough to pick up as much time. And again, it's just a case of not really driving these corners very well at all. As Justin Shackett absolutely annihilated that 20 car. And he's going to fall way off the pace. That was a case of somebody slipping up a little bit and shoving your nose there, even though really that just slows everyone else down. It amazes me how people don't understand. You know, a quick little burp, let that man back in, keeps everybody moving.
Shoot. Oh my god. I need to shoot as fucking quick as possible.
So we got 7 cars in the second group now. Compared to 5 up front. Hunty leading this front group as diligently as he can. They're staying in line very well. They are drafting very well together, and because of that, I think they are laying down quicker laps in this group of 7, who, besides the front 3, are really unorganized, maybe erratic a little bit.
What are you doing?
Laps coming up on this 20 car who will pull low and out of the way. They may be starting to make some ground up now. I really wish we could have a broadcast ticker there, 704. Remember that thing y'all talked about all that time? It'd be nice to have it back. No, I still don't think that second group is making up much time at all. Oh, there we go. Justin Shackett, he did it the right way that way. He saw that 48 did a little... Oh, they're coming down for pit stops here. And, I don't know if they're going to make it in. Oh, there was definitely some nice speed in there. As almost all the lead cars brought it down pit road. For the most part, it stayed clean, but I think some of them back guys going a little too hot. Might have been speeding as we got some two tire and fuel only strategies here. As coming off pit road, Hunty loses the lead. He loses it to the 4 car and the 21, I believe. Oh, Justin Shackett, yeah, he either had a penalty or got real swirly getting into the pits and lost touch with that line. As we're about to have a 5 car group up front with the 4, the 21, 18, 11, and the 2. A lot of the same cars that were just in that front 5 pack. Actually, I think it is the same exact 5 cars that were in that group, just in a different order. They are definitely the ones working the best together. So the 21 may not be on the same lap as you. Because if I remember right, he was in an accident earlier. I'm not sure if a caution has come since then. Hunty kind of pulling up and out of the way, moving to the back of this little line. Could be a little. He may have pit a lap short, or he could be moving to the end of this line to save a little gas if he needs to. Maybe he didn't put quite enough in it. I'm not sure. But while we got that 5 car group up front, we got about a 6 or 7 car group, again led by all 4 of the Hendrick cars right now. The 24, 88, 9, 48. Leading a group around very quickly. They're about to run down these 2 cars in front of them. And then it probably won't be long until they get back to those first 5. This will be something to watch here closing on this race.
My.
As these front 5 keep changing positions and slowing each other down. If I'm in this front group, I'm begging these guys, get in line, let's go, and then we can battle it out at the end. Because all they're doing is hemorrhaging time to this super line of cars that's about to be formed up. And if it can stay in line and organized, it's just going to be hemorrhaging time. Oh yeah, they are moving, and they will be to this top 5 pack within, I'd say, within the next 4 laps. Now, I think what's helping that group out the most is that the cars that were hurting that line the most before pit stops are no longer in it after pit stops, and they're definitely making up more ground now. Yeah, they are getting bigger and bigger in the mirrors of these front side cars. 5 laps to go in the race, said Strauss, so they better hope they get there in the next 5 laps. I don't think they're going to have the time to do it, though. Gonna follow along with second place right here. It's winding down to crunch time. Daytona 500, Sofa League Racing. We see this front group maintaining a gap over the second group, led by the 3 car. This second group is moving, but I don't think they're going to get to this front group in time. I'm going to get to the 3 car real quick. We're going to follow along from in front of him as the 4 gets below the 3. He's got help from the 2. The 3 and the 11 on the outside, nowhere to go. As the inside little group of cars is going to get by, that changes your leader to the 4 car. He's got the 2 right there with him. Hunty in 3rd, Shadowhawk 4th car in line, not sure if on the same lap or not. As we may be 1 or 2 to go right here. Up the 2 car, lifts a little bit to get a gap on the 4 car. He may be trying to build up this run right here coming to the checkers. Slow car in front of him in the 20. 18 looks to the outside at the end of the straightaway. Not going to have the momentum to do anything with it. Off of turn 4. I'm not sure if this is going to be the end of the race or not. Off of turn 4, they're going 3 wide. On the front stretch, coming to the line. It's the 4 takes the lap. And the win. Wow, the 4 held off the 2.
What a finish.
And the 18, who was trying his best to get to that very outside. Wow. Very entertaining finish right there, I must say. Whew. All right. That. Wait a minute. That 4 car. 4 car was a lap down in front of these guys. So, TG, let's see. The 2 car is in fact your winner. Wow.
It's a little bit different.
That's a little bit sketch. Hmm. That, that is not how I'd want to finish out a race. If I was anybody behind that 2 car, I'd be highly upset. But wow. Overall, entertaining race. Big field. I thought that second group was going to get back to them, but didn't have enough time. Ran out of laps. Couldn't hold the line together as clean as they needed to. But we saw at the end there, the 4 car was a lap down in front of the leaders, and that let the 2 car get the win. 18 got second, and after that, I'm not sure of the rest of the order, but we're not going to have any. Yeah, they said no interviews, so that's going to wrap things up. Good race for the Sofa League, or Sofa Racing League Daytona 500. I think they got another race on Thursday. We're going to try to bring that to you. But until then, y'all have a great night. Stay safe.